What are your top 12 favorite anime character developments of all time?
You'll regret your arrogance when I'm through with you!
Don't blame me if I break you. We'll just have to see about that!
What are your top 12 favorite anime character development of all time? Let me know in the comment section below, as I'll be sharing with you guys my top 12 favorite anime character development of all time. Now there's a lot of anime character development which makes the anime series an amazing series, all because of character development. Most of us like to watch anime based on the character development to see if the character has evolved to a better character or to a worse character. And so I decided to make a list of my top 12 favorite character developments. You can give me your top 5 or even your top 10. Up to you, as long as you share with me something so I know what's your guys' taste when it comes to character development. So everybody, let's get right to the discussion. Now this is going to be a 2 and a 1, so the first one is...
Know this, I have the power to slay all of the titans that block our path, even if I have to do it alone.
We got Mikasa Ackerman from Attack on Titan. Mikasa Ackerman's character development started once when she was a child. When she was a child, she was a very soft and individual girl until her parents died, and that's when she met Eren, because when she got kidnapped, Eren came to save her, and then when Eren was about to die, he tells Mikasa to fight. Fight back, don't let these people control you. And from there, when she took her first knife and stabbed that guy, pretty much right there, Mikasa changed as she continued to stab the guy, and she changed into the Mikasa that she is right now inside Attack on Titan, which makes her one of the most badass female anime character out there, and that's the reason why I added her to be on my list.
I can't do that, because I have never been strong. It's all a lie.
Now we got Erza Scarlet. She had the same character development what Mikasa had. Erza was a very innocent girl who was just young, and all she cared about was to help others. And when she'd been trapped inside the Heaven of Towers, she met someone like Jalal. She started liking Jalal, and then she made a plan to escape and to bring her friends with her. But then, after when Jalal got possessed by Ultear's magic, Erza pretty much saw the wrath of Jalal, and she thought that was actually Jalal, and from there, it broke her heart to see someone like Jalal change, and he forced her to leave without helping her comrades. And since then, Erza was a very wussy girl, but then when she left and she joined Fairy Tail, she became the Erza Scarlet she is right now, one of the most, she's the #1 best female anime character and most badass female anime character, all because of her past that she had inside the Heaven of Tower. If Heaven of Tower never happened, most likely Erza Scarlet wouldn't be the Erza Scarlet she is right now. We got Reiji from Phantom, or Cream for the Phantom. Reiji's character development all started ever since he got kidnapped. He was in Japan, then he got kidnapped by a mafia called the Inferno, and that's when Dr. Scythe used his technology and he pretty much brainwashed Reiji. He made him forget all his memories, and Reiji became a Phantom. He was first a very innocent guy who did not like violence, but now he's known as one of the most deadliest shooter ever. He's one of the badass Phantom out there and one of the strongest Phantom, and pretty much he changed to become one of the best shooter of all time, from an ordinary boy to a best shooter of all time, and that's why I added Reiji to be on my list, because he definitely fits this character development role.
Bolt weapon deployed! Nova blood! After I finish beating you, you'll never interfere with us again, do you understand?
My girl Satellizer Bridget, aka the Untouchable Queen. Now you can tell by the name, the Untouchable Queen, that's the name that she's been given because she was a girl who was just all to herself. She did not have any friends. She did not want to talk to anyone because she had a bad past, and because of that she was very defensive. Anyone who came to her, she would deck them out, and pretty much she didn't like no one touching her. One guy tried to touch her, she went and put the guy to a coma because Satellizer does not like anyone touching her until she met Kazuo Aoi. Once when she met this guy, she realized that this guy is so nice, and each time he touches her, she doesn't feel disgusted. And later on, she slowly started to open up to all women, and she became an actual very friendly woman who cares for other Pandoras. Before she was selfish, she only cared for herself, but now she's ready to give up her life just to save her comrade. That's why I added her to be on my list. We got Mirajane from Fairy Tail. Mirajane was a very ruthless and very immature woman. She pretty much liked to bully everyone, and she was a very mean woman until Lizana died. And when Lizana died, it got to her heart, and she couldn't bear the pain, so she ended up changing into a very nice, kind-hearted woman as you see right now. That's the Mary Jane she became after losing Lizana. Otherwise, she was very mean, and to the point I was like, yo man, I don't like this girl. But then when I saw how nice she is, I was like, yo man, this girl's a very nice woman. She's definitely one of the cutest women in Fairy Tail, and she is really nice. All because of the character development that she developed after losing Lizana.
That's right. I am Kira.
Light Yagami from Death Note. This guy was once known as a geek who only cares about studying. He didn't care about anything else. He was a very nice guy, likes to go studies, get A's on report cards, come back home and celebrate, and then go back to his room and study all night. Until Light found a Death Note. Once when he found a Death Note, when he picked it up, he possessed the power to kill anyone, and from there Light became from a nice guy to a mean guy who pretty much manipulates anyone just so that he could win. And he will kill anyone, even if it's innocent. He'll still kill them as long as his secret is intact that he is Kira. And he's another character who went from the good side to the evil side.
If I were to return, what is there for me?
We got Sasuke from Naruto Shippuden. Now, we all know about Sasuke. Those who watch Naruto, you know what kind of character development Sasuke went through. He was a pretty much nice guy. He cared for his comrades. He actually had feelings for the Hidden Leaf Village until he realized that what is he doing? He has one goal, and that's to kill Itachi. And to do that, he must obtain power. And to obtain power, he decided to go after Orochimaru so he could teach him some jutsu and to make him be a stronger person. And since then, that's when Sasuke changed, and he pretty much fall into the bad side. Each time he meets Naruto, he's actually ready to kill Naruto, and he doesn't care for his comrades. We saw in one episode he tried to kill Kakashi and even Sakura. That's how you know this guy really doesn't care for anyone. And that's why the character development he went through, he went from good to bad. And that's why I have to add Sasuke to be on my list.
The reason I'm killing you is simple. It's because you aimed your blade at my only prime. Bankai, Goke, Senbon Sakura, Kageyoshi.
Byakuya Kuchiki from Bleach. Byakuya was once known as the enemy inside the third season of Bleach. He was one of the captains which all the captains didn't like because they knew that he was very serious. He's so uptight when it comes to the rules. He was so uptight to the point he was ready to kill his own little sister. He was ready to kill Rukia just so then the rules for the Soul Society could be obeyed. And because of that, he would do anything just to obey the rules. And he actually didn't care for no one. He didn't like Renji. He didn't care for none of his comrades. He was just pretty much a selfish guy. And he pretty much changed because his wife died. But then, after meeting Ichigo Kurosaki and fighting Ichigo, he realized that, what am I doing? I'm fighting for, look at this guy. He came all the way here to save my sister, and I'm pretty much fighting for something that doesn't really make sense, for the Soul Society's rule. And from there, that's when Byakuya changed into a very nice guy and a protective guy. He protects Rukia with his life, and he doesn't care if he has to die or not. He'll be there for Rukia whenever she needs his help. And that's why I definitely added Byakuya to my list, and that's why he's my favorite character of Bleach, because he has a great character development, and he really cares for his comrades and his sister.
If you don't like the name NHK, you can call them whatever you want. Like God. How's that?
God?
This is pretty much a funny character development, and that is Saito from Welcome to the NHK. When I watched Welcome to the NHK, I was like, yo man, this guy is a weirdo. Saito is known as a Hikikomori, and then when he meets a girl named Misaki, she comes here to help him to not become a Hikikomori, and she goes out doing some lessons with him. But slowly as he started to feel comfortable going out in public, we see Saito growing up. As we watch the show, we see a character development going inside him, and then close to the end of the series, Saito decided that I'm such a loser. His parents cut his money off. He has no job, nothing, no girls, so he decided to get up and hit Hikikomori and decided to go get a job. And from there, Saito decided to become a changed man. And that's why I had to add Saito to my list, because he went from a Hikikomori to a working man.
How many times do I have to tell you not to call me that? Ur's my deceased mother. The name Ultear died with her.
We got Ultear from Fairy Tail. Ultear's character development was one of my favorite character development, and she was one of my favorite female characters inside Fairy Tail. There's a lot of great female characters, by the way, but yes, Ultear's character development really impressed me. I feel bad that she was killed off. Ultear was once a very evil woman who just didn't care for anyone. She just cared about herself, and she had plans to manipulate people just so that she could get to Zero, and then she could use Zero's power to reverse time so she could go back living with her mother. And for that, she did anything that she can just so that she could get her wish done. She even tried to manipulate people. She hated her mother a lot, and she was a very evil, nasty woman. But then after meeting Gray Fullbuster and fighting with Gray knocked some sense into her, and then when she fell inside the ocean, she saw the truth about her mother, and that is her mother loved her a lot, and that she did everything she can to protect Ultear, but she ended up losing Ultear, and so pretty much it was all a misunderstanding for Ultear, and since then she made a promise to never hurt anyone. Instead, she will go out and start helping everyone, and that's where we see Ultear. She helped everyone. She even sacrificed her own life just so that Gray could live. That's why I definitely add Ultear to my list, and respect for Ultear.
The day will come when I can be like him. It was Uzumaki. He's the whole reason my eyes have opened. When we fought, we connected. I'd like to become something precious to others too. Not just to be viewed as some hideous weapon, but as the sand's next Kazekage.
We got Gaara from Naruto Shippuden. Gaara's character development was actually a really great character development. When I first saw Gaara inside Naruto, I was like, yo man, who the hell is this little punk? If I was there, I'd like to deck this guy. What the hell do you think he is, yo? Come on, I want someone to deck Gaara, because he was like pissed off. All he cared was kill people and just enjoy their pain. Because Gaara went through a lot of pain when he was young, but then when he saw that someone like Naruto, who went through the same pain as him, and they're both Jinchuriki, he realized that this guy's a Jinchuriki like me, and look at him. He's like a very nice guy. Why am I so mean? And it's after fighting Naruto, he realized that he does not want to be mean no more. He wants to be a person like Naruto, a very nice and peaceful guy, and that's why he decided to take the role of being one of the Kages. And then if you watch Naruto, you see that a mean guy like Gaara became such a nice guy, to the point he even cries for his own friends because he doesn't want to hurt them. That's how much of a nice guy he became, and that's why I definitely had to have Gaara inside my list, because he had a great character development, and what motivated him to become this nice was Naruto. Now this is going to be a 2 and a 1, because it was very difficult to decide which one goes above. They're both equally good, and after you watch it, you'll agree with me that these two were really hard choices. We got Piccolo from Dragon Ball series. Now, for those who watch Dragon Ball, you know what I'm talking about. Piccolo was once known as the Evil Demon King Piccolo. When he died in the hands of Goku, he spit out an egg, which was a reincarnation version of himself, known as Piccolo. He lived his life just so he could get strong and kill Goku, so he could avenge his father. But then later on, when he lost to Goku the first round, he started thinking that, yo, I tried to kill this guy, but yet this guy comes and gives me a sense of me. What's up with that? But then what really changed Piccolo was love. After receiving Gohan's love, Piccolo realized that, what am I doing? Goku sacrificed his life to save my life, and his son showed me what it means to be a friend. And here I am trying to think of rule the world? Nah man, no more. He decided to protect Earth, and that's why he even gave his life to Gohan, because he said, you taught me how to love, and you showed me what it means to be a friend. Thank you, Gohan, and I'll gladly give my life to you anytime. And since then, Piccolo became one of the pure-hearted man, and he became one of the Z Fighter warrior who stands alongside with Goku to protect the Earth. Even if it means for him to die, he will be there.
And yet, with all your talk, what have you 5 Kage accomplished? Very well. I hereby declare war on you all. The 4th Great Ninja War begins now.
We got Obito Uchihave. He went through a huge character development. He went from good to evil and then back to good. Obito was just like Naruto when he was a kid. Very cheerful person, loves to help everyone, always cared for his comrades, and he loved a girl named Rin, and he had a goal to be a Hokage until he had to sacrifice his life so that he could save Kakashi, and he told Kakashi to take his eyes, but then Madara came and took Obito, and he pretty much brainwashed Obito. So Obito went for the bad side because he felt that Rin's death was Kakashi's fault and all that, so he took Rin's death too serious, and then Madara used that as his advantage to brainwash Obito, and he became one of the most evilest men in Naruto Shippuden. And then after meeting Naruto and fighting Naruto, he realized that this guy is just like me. We both want to be Hokage when we're small, and look at him. Seeing Naruto changed Obito, and you know, that's one thing I really like about Naruto, is that he changes everyone. All the bad people go to good because his personality is just like that. And after seeing Naruto, Obito decided not to hurt anyone again, and he became good, and that's why I had to add Obito to be on my list.
This is a fun place to be, oh yeah, the food is tasty too, yum! Let's go, play, oh, let's be friends, oh, fun time bingo!
time to play some bingo! Ole!
Now this number 1 right here is the Prince of all Saiyan, Vegeta from Dragon Ball series. Vegeta had the best character development. He was a very arrogant, foolish, who had so much pride in himself. He thought that he was the best. He was so ruthless that he went and started destroying planets after planets because...
But there's one thing a Saiyan always keeps! His pride!
He was done anything he can just so he could get his way, and he was very arrogant until he met Goku. And when he saw that there's someone like Goku who was stronger than him, he made a new goal to go and surpass Goku at all costs. And from there he started to become a little bit good after meeting Goku and meeting Bulma. Those two people kind of changed him, but what really changed Vegeta was around the 8th season of Dragon Ball Z series, the Buu Saga. He decided to give up his own life just so he could protect the lives of others, because seeing Goku do that inside the Cell Saga made Vegeta think that how could someone give his life like that and be happy. And since then he started thinking about it, and after seeing his son, he developed a lot of love for his family, and that's why he decided to change. So then that's why Vegeta decided to change for his family, and that's why he even gave his life inside the Buu Saga, where he sacrificed himself to save his family. And seeing that, Vegeta earned my respect, and that's how you know this guy definitely had the best character development. He was once a guy who wanted to kill anyone who gets in his way, to a guy who's ready to protect the earth with his life. He even made a fool of himself. He decided to sacrifice his pride just so then Beerus wouldn't destroy the earth. Like, come on guys. So that is my top 12 favorite anime character development. Let me know in the comment section below, what are your guys' top 5 or even top 10 or even top 2, you know? Share with me something so I'll know your taste when it comes to character development. Like I said, there are a lot of great anime series out there where there's a lot more character development. For example, I missed out Kenshin Himura from Rurouni Kenshin. He had a great character development, but you know, I had to make it fair by only adding 12 people, and I feel that these 12 people, from all the anime I've seen, these 12 people are the ones who are the best when it came to character development. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think about my list, and what is your top 10 or top 5, and if there's anything like my list or whatever the top 12, please drop me a like. That would be amazing. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. I would greatly appreciate it. I'm Goku T23. Have an insane day, people.
Volt weapon deployed.